And then when you switch to minigun, listen to how much those gaps like disappear.
Are you talking about the hit sound or the fire?
Yeah, the hit sound.
Okay, hit sound. Yeah.
Like there's a lot less like small gaps. Like it's not like blip 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 blip. Blip. It's like consistent. It's like a consistent blipping noise, assuming I have their crosshair on it. But even if I have my crosshair on him with a Tomislav, sometimes it just like doesn't hit it. So this is what I would say to the Tomislav versus minigun thing. The Tomislav is really good if you're like shooting bulkier classes from like a medium range. Like if you're here and the demo is like here, this is where the Tomislav is good. But if you're constantly like fighting like demo men really close, or you're like constantly dropping down on the heavy, or like your ping is literally too bad to like kill the scout, like if you're on 80 ping, always use the stock minigun. Like there's like graphs everywhere that's like that like say like the Tomislav has higher DPS than everywhere except for like literally point blank. Don't listen to that. Like the bullet spread on the minigun is like, and like the faster firing speed like makes up for it in consistent damage. Like I would pretty much always say minigun.
Yeah.
So that's my little nugget of wisdom.
Not a huge fan of Big Joey.
Yeah, Big Joey is a pubber. I mean, his opinions don't matter.
Yeah. The only time I really like to use Tomislav is like on elbow and upward, like spots where I can kind of be sneaky as heavy, stuff like that.
You can play just fine with both miniguns, but there's certain situations where it's just like especially if you're like holding cliff on heavy on product and their NG's like constantly putting minis on concrete. The Tomislav is like a million times better at killing the mini.
Yeah.
The Tomislav is also really good when your NG can't put a dispenser up because the demo keeps killing it. Because it uses less ammo because it fires slower. Anyway. You didn't ask, but I'm just telling you.
No,
the Tomislav versus minigun argument is a lot more complex than just looking at a graph and saying the Tomislav does more damage.
And a lot of the other upsides, like the faster rev speed, aren't really applicable given that you don't like constantly jump rev as heavy. Like you're mostly just sitting in one spot and revving up your gun. Especially
because there's pretty much a 1 second period before the minigun's useful anyway. Because of the like bullet spread and like the damage ramp up. Like it's so much harder to kill things when you're not like fully revved.
Yeah. A lot of it for me is just aesthetic.
It's kind of hard to tell, but
like the minigun's just more satisfying for me at least.
Yeah. Anyway, you didn't ask, but it's a lot more complex than just looking at a graph and saying that the DPS is higher in the Tomislav, so use it. There's like ping factors that are involved. There's like factors depending on how the enemy team is playing and what's more effective. I'd say use both. Stick to what you do better with. You are not at a disadvantage for preferring one over the other.
It's similar to like Iron Bomber stock, I guess.
Yeah.
It's probably like that. Have you seen SD Zeus's video in comparison? He's a pubber. But
I have not.
He also says stock's better. He did like what he did is he had like 25 pub rounds on upward, and did like a DPS comparison, points per round or whatever, and like the minigun beat like the Tomislav in every category. A lot of what Big Joey says is like on paper and not really in practice when he talks about the two guns.
Well, he's also a pubber, so.
Yeah, that too. He's a fucking pubber.
I mean, if you just join a pub and you get healed, you can get a 30k on heavy in like 20 minutes.
I know. I don't really take Big Joey seriously. Joey. It's unfortunate because he's probably one of the biggest voices in the heavy community, even though he's a pubber.
I remember a tournament that like Big Boy Lethal set up, where he like it was like 9v9 minigun versus Tomislav, and it was the worst thing I've ever played in my life.
It's destruction or something. The miniguns. Do you know Music?
Yes, I do.
Is he good in your opinion?
Music is good, yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that he's like literally exactly my same skill level.
Yeah. I asked General Nick if you knew who that is, and he puts him on the bottom spectrum of heavies in an invite.
General Nick is, don't tell him I said this because he's a nice guy. He's not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Probably isn't.
That man plays on teams and gets cut from every team because he's not, like, well, he doesn't play on teams. He leads teams and then gets cut from his own team. That's
Yeah.
happened twice. And every team that he plays on has like a theoretically good roster except for the fact that General Nick is playing med. Like, he's not very good.
Yeah, that's like the only class I've seen him play anyway. A lot of medic is just game sense too. It's like I'd rather have
Yep.
someone who's like really good at soldier play medic than someone like move up from a div who plays medic, since it's just game sense and positioning and not raw mechanics. So yeah, he's probably not that great anyway. Okay, who do you think is better, Kresnik or Carson?
Kresnik plays in a way that is very different to most heavies. He provides a lot of secondary calls to his combo, and I think that Carson has better tracking and general heavy game sense.
Yeah.
But I think that Carson is just like a player that works really well with his team because he has a lot of really good like focused calls, damage calls.
Okay. So yeah, he's probably better heavy then. 'Cause heavy's more about game sense than it is raw mechanics anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Here you go.
Ooh.
Let me just fix that real quick. So, Tomislav. There's me on Tomislav. I prefer the stock minigun. It's just that Tomislav needed a player, so I wanted to. I bottom deathed all 3 games, I think.
Nice.
Except for this guy who just joined in the middle of it.
Yeah.
When AFK. I think I find it interesting that I bottom death, because even though it's like retard heavy 9v9 garbage, it's like that just shows like the difference in like game awareness compared to all the pubbers who are also in this. Product was not fun at all. PL Upward was weird.
What was the skill level of most of these players? Were they pubbers?
They were all pubbers except for me.
Yeah. Did you top frag as heavy? Or?
I don't think I top frags, but I think bottom deathing counts a lot more for this kind of gameplay.